Good morning, brothers and sisters. How are you today? Can you hear me? Oh, thank you very much. Let me share my slides. Okay. Oh, can you see my slides now? Thank you very much. So, today we will continue our special CheonBo Education on Special Great Works. So, the title of my sharing for today is about the House of Absolute Good Spirits. Yes, House of Absolute Good Spirit. So first, let's us give our gratitude and our thanks to our beloved true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind who give us this wonderful grace of CheonBo Works. Our beloved true parents gave us this incredible grace. So what is Hyojongwon or House of Absolute Good Spirits? Let's study its historical beginnings. So this is the picture of the House of Absolute Good Spirits. It's made up of marble, and it's really very, very beautiful, as you can see it. So, through the entrance and inauguration ceremony of Cheonjong-gung on June 13, 2006, the era when God could freely come back and forth between heaven and earth has arrived. Our absolute good ancestors then received the glory and providence of directly serving God. The absolute good ancestors could then feel gratitude towards their descendants because they were able to serve God. Whoa, okay? So true parents said, because absolute good ancestors cannot be seen, even when they are at home, it would be good to make house where the ancestors live. Oh, True Father said this during the 961st Today workshop last September 19, 2009. And the True Father said and told to the leaders to make a house with marble and name it House of Absolute Good Spirits. So this House of Absolute Good Spirits were given out to all regions in Japan. And in July 2009, 12 employees of Chongpyong Heaven and Earth Training Center each inherited the House of Absolute Good Spirits. Okay, so in Korea, we have this in the Cheonsimwon, this really big and beautiful House of Absolute Good Spirits, as you can see. Okay, so this Chonilguk House of Absolute Good Spirits, what about this? So True Mother received a report on the original House of Absolute Good Spirits and spoke about a miniature house of absolute good spirit that would be easier to carry and maintain. This is the Chonilgok House of Absolute Good Spirit. So a True Mother made it like smaller so that it's easy to carry by the members when they bring it from Korea back to their nations. So compared to the original house of absolute good spirits, the how does it compare with the original, the new one, the miniature house? So the spiritual grace and value is the same. So this absolute good spirits, the house of absolute good spirit is it is a good to pass down as a treasure to your descendants, to your sons and daughters that receive the blessing and branch from your family. Okay. So as you can see, the original House of Absolute Good Spirits is really big, difficult to carry from Korea back to your nation. But the 2016, February 18, True Mother gave this special grace to make this absolute good spirit house smaller so that it's easier to bring back to our nation. But it has the same value and the function, right? So on May 14, 2018, True Mother changed the name of this Chunilguk House of Absolute Good Spirits to Hyojongwon. Hyojongwon. So Hyojong means filial heart. Won means like a place or garden. So it's just like the place of filial heart. the place where filial heart can be expressed, something like that. Hyojongwon has that kind of meaning as a true mother. Uh, really changed this name. Now it is called Hyojongwon. So True Mother herself signed this picture where you can see here the new Hyojongwon, now called Hyojongwon, signed by True Mother. Uh, so what is the meaning of Hyojongwon? Number one, it is the area or the place where absolute good ancestors live and reside. So it forms a foundation that enables ancestors in the spiritual world to join the realm of true parents' victory by coming down and cooperating with their descendants and carrying out work centering on Heavenly Parents' will. So, when our absolute good ancestors and absolute good spirits uh, come down from the spiritual world and work with us, helping us in fulfilling our mission and responsibility, it's better that they can have a house to stay. So that house is actually what we call now the Hyojongwon. So this is based on true parents' directives. So it becomes the house of the owner when he or she enters the spirit world. When you receive this from the earth, the house of absolute good spirits is automatically completed in the spirit world. Oh, what does this mean? What does this mean? If we get this absolute good house of absolute good spirits, which we call now Hyojongwon, automatically this kind of house is also built in the spiritual world. Look at that. So in the spiritual world, there is also Cheonjungung, or the Peace Palace, as we can see in Korea. And then once we get apply and eventually get and inherit this Hyojongwon on earth, then that certain that house is also automatically built around Chonjunggung. So meaning, when we die, when we go to the spiritual world, no, not only our ancestors live there, but we ourselves, when we go to the spiritual world, we can have a house to stay. And where is it? Where? It is not just anywhere, brothers and sisters. It is near the Chonjungung, near the palace. So the first one who gets this uh, house on earth will be, their house in the spiritual world will be built nearer to Chonjungung. So, do you want to have this kind of house in the spiritual world? On earth, we want to have a house, right? You want to have beautiful house, right? But we stay only maybe 100 years on earth. But in the spiritual world, we live for eternity. So, where do you want to live? How can you live in such a beautiful house in the spiritual world and even near Chonjungung? How can you do that? Incredible grace, brothers and sisters. Incredible grace. Just no, apply for the Hyojongwon here on earth. Receive it on earth. And then our ancestors can have house where they can really stay and work with us more effectively. At the same time, when we die, when we go to the spiritual world, we can have this kind of beautiful house as well, because that will be our residence near Chonjungung. Aju? So, Yo Jong-won in the spirit world, according to True Father's words. Please tell them to make a house so that their ancestors can live in their homes. Build a house that they can live in even if they go to the spirit world. Build these houses in the kingdom of heaven. Build these houses around the palace in the spirit world. This is a True Father speech in Chonjungung Palace entrance ceremony last June 13, 2006. This is True Father's direction. No? So let's go now to public Hyojongwon. The public house of absolute good spirits is a house bequeathed to the church, district, nation, and region. Great saints, sages, and absolute good spirits working for the public mission will work and protect the nation. Patriots and loyal servants who passed away, protecting the nation, will support from the spirit world. So, uh, once we can also apply as a nation to get Hyojongwon for our prayer room or Chonchimwon in the headquarters, in the national headquarters or in the centers. So what is the function of this Hyojongwon, which is what we call public, no? Hyojongwon. So this is the place where saints and heroes and people who really die for the sake of the nation, who really love this nation, patriots like that, can really stay. And once they stay in this Hyojongwon, they can more effectively support us in our mission to restore the nation. So Hyojongwon in the national level. There is also Hyojongwon in the center level. So this Hyojongwon will be the place where these good spirits, heroes, and the people who really love that place or that nation can really stay. And they can have a meeting there. They can discuss with other good spirits how they can effectively support us. So they are like full-time members who stay in one house, like staying in the center, and that is the Yojongwon. And in that house, they always meet and discuss as on how they can effectively help us in restoring our nation, restoring our area, restoring our province, restoring our municipality, our tribal messiah area. Amazing. So we should have also this public house of absolute good spirits or public Hyojongwon. Yes, I think we already have this for centers who have Chonshimwon. No? So let's now go to the grace of inheriting the Hyojongwon. As you enter your house with Hyojongwon, it purifies the entire house. Yeah. Well, it purifies the entire house. Why? Because this house is the place where good spirits stay, which means evil spirits cannot stay in our house if we have this kind of a Hyojongwon. Also, ancestors who lived in groups without a home will enter Hyojongwon and live in their own house, which is the Hyojongwon. Now, once we have Hyojongwon, where will our ancestors live? They will live in that house. Look at this. Husband's ancestors stay in the first floor, and wife's ancestors live in the second floor of Hyojongwon. So, husband and wife ancestors can really stay in one house. And then they can discuss, they can meet together, husband and wife ancestors working together in order to support the husband and wife, their tribal messiah, the CheonBo Victor, helping them to fulfill their responsibility. How wonderful it is. We can have so many full-time members who are willing to support us, no? Because of this Hyojongwon, they can more effectively work to help us in our mission. They will synchronize their efforts together more effectively because they stay in one place, isn't it? So this special benediction by True Mother. Hyojong is where parents and children dwell together, and the children fulfill their filial piety to their parents. This is the vertical ancestor, liberation, and blessing of 430 generations, and the horizontal foundation of victory of 430 blessed families. With this victorious foundation, we welcome God and declare the era of serving our parents and Heavenly Parent. That is why true parents bestow this blessing of Hyojongwon. No? So, True Mother said that the Hyojongwon will be a place, will be a house where our ancestors can directly attend true parents and heavenly parents. Meaning, the Hyojongwon becomes a place where our ancestors can really what? Practice Hyojong by attending God and true parents' will. No? So they are practicing Hyojong and they stay in the Hyojongwon. That's why that house is called Hyojongwon, the place where you can practice Hyojong. Because our absolute good ancestors can attend true parents well, can attend heavenly parents well, can help us better, no? Because they stay in one place together. That's the Hyojongwon. Adju, that's why True Mother declared that this House of Absolute Good Spirits name will be changed to Hyojongwon, because that is the place where our good ancestors can practice loyalty and filial piety by attending the will of true parents and heavenly parents, helping us to fulfill our mission, not to restore our nation, restore our tribe, restore our municipality, our province. Aju? So, how can we inherit Hyojongwon? So Hyojongwon is available actually to blessed families who have created absolute good spirits by blessing at least the first 7 generations of the father side. So you cannot inherit the Hyojongwon if you are not a blessed family. You cannot also inherit the Hyojongwon if you did not liberate at least 7 generations in the father side. No, so if you did not liberate your ancestors and you did not bless them, you don't have absolute good spirits. And so how can your ancestors, no? How can absolute good spirits stay in the Hyojongwon if you don't bless them? They are not absolute good spirits yet. Nobody to live in the Hyojongwon. That's why you cannot inherit it. So we can only inherit it if we can at least liberate at least the first 7 generations on the father side. So for couples, at least one spouse must fulfill this requirement. So both husband and wife, it's better. But if really difficult, even only one, couple, one of the couple, no, finish the 7 generation liberation and blessing of ancestors. They're already qualified to get a Hyojongwon. Aju? So second, you have to offer gratitude donation. It is required. So this is in accordance with the nation of residence. So in the case of Philippines, we belong to group 4. So our donation for Hyojongwon is, I think it's $1,500. So this donation can be paid by installments, but Hyojongwon will be received only when the total amount is paid. So uh, this is an investment, brothers and sisters. Again, this is not expenses. This is an investment with the incredible return of investment, no ROI, because our absolute good ancestors and the collateral liberation that we did, the evil spirits that are separated from our bodies during Chanyang Yok succession, they become absolute good spirits, right? And then they come back on earth to help us. They can stay in the Hyojongwon. So if they have a place to stay like this, then they can effectively work together to support us in our mission. Okay, so all of us should really have this Hyojongwon. Not only our ancestors can have a place to stay and helping us in our mission, but this will be our beautiful house in the spirit world. Now when we go to the spiritual world, Adju. So the application to inherit the Hyojongwon is done during the Hyojong CheonBo 2-day workshop. So when you apply for Hyojongwon, you have to attend this 2-day workshop, CheonBo event. So as it is a tremendous grace to inherit the Chonilguk House of Absolute Good Spirits or Hyojongwon, members must first complete the minimum condition of devotion by participating in a 2-day workshop. And then you apply, right? And then also when you apply, it is not possible to receive the Hyojongwon the same day that you apply. No? So cannot, because you have to attend 2 days workshop, and then when you apply the first day, you cannot accept it. You cannot receive it right away. When can you receive it then? No? So you can receive it on the second day of the 2-day workshop. No? So the order of ceremony, no, during the inheritance is that you do the kyongbe, the true parents, and then we read true parents' words, and then the benediction prayer from the leader of inheriting the Hyojongwon. And after that, when you receive this Hyojongwon, as you offer your donation, then bring it to your nation, bring it to your house, and when you bring it to your house, we have to offer a 40-day devotion period. It is recommended, no, so that this kind of condition is needed so that our ancestors can move in uh, moving in, moving in. When you buy an apartment or a house, there is a moving in, right? You move in, but you need a 40-day devotion period, huh? So that our ancestors, our spiritual children, who are spirits, through collateral liberation, Chanyang liberated spirits can enter the Hyojongwon. Huh? At home, the Hyojongwon is placed below true parents' picture. A welcoming ceremony should be conducted as soon as possible. Yeah. Okay. So we welcome our ancestors once we get this Hyojongwon so that they can stay in our house, no? Yeah, our house, the Hyojongwon. So our husband's ancestors stay in the ground floor, the first floor, as you can see. And then the second floor, the wife's ancestors can stay. Aju? Amazing, right? So, as the spiritual world opens up, what kind of spirits you want to work with you? I told you already, based on our previous lectures, that if there are more evil spirits with us, then our life cannot be easy. We cannot fulfill our mission, our responsibility. Impossible. But if we have more good spirits in us, uh, and then we have Hyojongwon with us, where good spirits can effectively synchronize their efforts and energy to work together, they are more powerful if there is Hyojongwon. They are more united and powerful in helping us. Then the works of evil spirits cannot affect us, but we can only be successful. It will be easy for us to fulfill our responsibility, brothers and sisters. So this Hyojongwon will really solidify the power of good spirits that we have, because we have liberated our ancestors and we have done collateral liberation. We joined CheonBo events during Chanyang. So we have many, many spiritual children, good spirits, who can stay in Hyojongwon and work together more effectively to support us. Then it will be very easy for us to fulfill our responsibility, brothers and sisters. Uh, True Father said, good spirits are helping and supporting us. True Father said very clearly, once we expel evil spirits in our bodies and good spirit can enter our bodies, then they can supervise our works on earth as well as protect us. So these good spirits has to be organized well through living in the Hyojongwon. And not only that, even though we already have good spirits within us, but if our way of life, we did not change our way of life, it is a big problem. According to True Mother, we will conquer our bodies from now on, form a realm of resonance, and immediately enter the higher realm of spiritual experience. A realm of noble character will be formed. We have to stop evil spirits from attaching back to our bodies. How? By changing our life. We have to change our life. True Mother said, we have to live lives that become a standard or a model type of a lifestyle to other people. So you need to lead a kind of life people can look to and say with enthusiasm, oh, I just need to watch and learn from their lives. How beautiful is their life, their family, how wonderful it is. They envy us. Whenever they see us, they envy us and they want to be like us. When this happens, brothers and sisters, good spirits remain with us and become more powerful, and evil spirits cannot come back to our bodies anymore. We have to really change our life, become model sons and daughters of heaven, and giving honor to true parents. So, by doing so, what will happen? True Father said, when this takes place, a nation either perishes or prospers. If evil spirits are mobilized, that nation will perish. No? If good spirits are mobilized, that nation will prosper exceedingly. So if we want to really save our nation, make our nation prosper exceedingly, we have to have more good spirits mobilized, and it can be done more effectively and more powerfully if we have Hyojongwon. So the reason heaven stirs up spiritual phenomena in the course of the providence is in the end for the perfection of humankind. What does this mean? Meaning that if we have many, many good spirits with us, they are very, very powerful because they live together in Hyojongwon. What will happen? It will be very easy for us to fulfill our responsibility. And according to the divine principle, once we fulfill our responsibility, we reach perfection. We reach individual perfection. That's why True Father said, the era of good spirits coming down from heaven. It is the time when, for the purpose of what? What is the purpose? For the perfection of humankind. Meaning we can reach individual perfection with the support of the spiritual world, with the support of good spirits. So why do we have to attend special great works, brothers and sisters? Once again, a reminder to everyone, that is to liberate resentful spirits and turn them into absolute good spirits with less evil spirits and more absolute good spirits. Wow, many, many good spirits with us. And then to be reborn, recreated, and restored through the true parents, to experience the spirit world under true parents' direct dominion, to multiply Chunilguk citizen and extend its territory on earth and in the spirit world. And brothers and sisters, to be healthy, both spiritually and physically. And because of that, because we're healthy, then we can do our mission well. And they become completed blessed families, which means we can become perfect, individually, becoming sons and daughters whom God can truly be proud of. So we can do this if we can really what? Attend CheonBo works and become sons and daughters who can mobilize good spirits, and evil spirits cannot affect us. Now that's why true parents declared and even have written this calligraphy. CheonBo works. Through CheonBo works, we can inherit heavenly fortune. Heavenly blessing and heavenly fortune we can inherit through CheonBo works. So by attending CheonBo events, most especially this coming special great works, we can inherit heavenly blessing and heavenly fortune. Adyo, we cannot just do this, brothers and sisters, if we live normal or ordinary life. Cannot. Just like the testimony of our beloved Kuya Wensi Manabat. What did he say? He has, he has how many? 6 children. 6 children. And then he only had income like 2,000 a week. How can he support 6 children with that kind of money? And then here comes CheonBo event where Temunim came in where is that? In Tanay. How much are you going to spend with 6 children together with your wife going to Tanay from Cabanatuan? It's crazy. So difficult. So he borrowed money. 20,000 he borrowed, 5-6 he said. And eventually they were able to attend the CheonBo event and even liberate even only 7 generations of his ancestors. And then what happened? She can really feel that his ancestors are really helping him, guiding his children, his family. I can really see this kind of incredible, amazing grace and amazing heavenly fortune that the family of Kuya Wensi was able to get because of this ancestor liberation and attending CheonBo event. So without life and death determination, you cannot do it. That's why, brothers and sisters, True Father said, we should have life and death determination with total investment, not total expenses, okay? This is what? Total investment. And we can get the great return of investment, greater than we expected. Adju? So with life and death resolved, True Mother said, we have to march forward without ceasing until we settle Chonilgo. Adju? Whoa, this is amazing. Let's all support the works of the substantial Holy Spirit, our beloved True Mother, and become victorious and happy sons and daughters of heaven. Kamsahamnida. Thank you very much for listening, brothers and sisters.